This is AI Command App News for Friday, June 12th, 2026. The biggest market debut in history is happening today. ChatGPT just crossed 1 billion users, and Wall Street is starting to reprice legacy software for the AI era. Let's get into it. Story 1. SpaceX goes public. SpaceX raised $75 billion in a record-setting IPO and begins trading on the Nasdaq today at a valuation of roughly $1.77 trillion, the largest market debut ever. Elon Musk owns about 46% of the company, holds options on another 350 million Class B shares, and is now within reach of becoming the world's first trillionaire. Demand has been extreme. Retail allocations were capped. Shadow markets are signaling a 35% first-day surge, and leveraged SpaceX ETFs were delayed a day just to keep the debut orderly. But the skeptics are loud. Former Tesla board member Steve Wesley says SpaceX needs to hit 2 of its 3 moonshots to justify the price, and CNBC notes the supersized starting valuation could limit future returns. For business leaders, the bigger signal is what this does to capital markets. JP Morgan says investors are underestimating the windfall mega IPOs deliver to Wall Street banks, and a successful debut reopens the IPO window for the entire backlog of private giants. Watch whether the S&P 500 moves on inclusion. Index fund investors may own this stock sooner than they think. Story 2. ChatGPT hit 1 billion monthly app users in May, according to Sensor Tower data reported by CNBC. That's utility scale, and it happened even as public sentiment on AI is souring. The business takeaway: consumer AI distribution is consolidating fast, and engagement is decoupling from trust. If your customers spend an hour a day inside an AI assistant, that assistant is becoming a channel you need a strategy for. Story 3. AI is starting to show up in the stock prices of legacy software. Shares of Dassault Systèmes, the French engineering software giant, dropped on fears of AI disruption from Anthropic and Prometheus. This is the repricing every incumbent should be watching. Markets are no longer just rewarding AI winners, they're discounting the companies AI might replace. Meanwhile, Honeywell's CEO says AI will redefine automation as labor shortages mount, and executives from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google are attending the G7 summit. AI has moved from the product roadmap to the boardroom and the negotiating table. We track all of these stories in real time inside the AI Command App newsroom. Every feed, clustered and briefed daily. Story 4. Chips. Reuters reports Nvidia is pitching its new Vera CPUs to Chinese clients with orders set for August. A significant re-entry into a market that geopolitics nearly closed. Citi told clients to buy AMD on strong graphics chip sales, and Infineon is opening a €5 billion chip fab in Germany backed by EU subsidies. The supply chain is splitting into regional blocks, and governments are paying to make it happen. If your business depends on compute, your costs are now a geopolitical variable. And Story 5. The macro picture. The Dow rose on hopes of an Iran peace deal, with stock futures climbing ahead of the SpaceX debut. At the Federal Reserve, new chair Kevin Warsh is taking a deliberately quieter approach. MarketWatch reports there's no full communications blackout coming, but the era of constant Fed speak is over, which means markets will swing harder on data and less on speeches. In Europe, inflation is diverging. Germany cooled to 2.6% while France hit 2.4%, its highest in over 2 years. For planning purposes, rates steady, signals scarcer, volatility around data releases higher. That's the picture for today. A $1 trillion debut testing how much optimism markets can price, 1 billion users normalizing AI as infrastructure, and the first clear signs that AI risk is being priced into companies that don't move fast enough. That's your AI news for today from AI Command App.